Susul.
Welcome to Under the Plumb Bob podcast, the podcast about all things related to the EA Maxis series of games called The Sims. We avoid the real world by talking about our made-up ones. In this episode, we're going to be talking about building. This is Marissa, and today I have with me here...
I'm Vanity.
And I'm Ava.
Hey guys. Okay, so we're talking about building. We're talking about building across all of the games, Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4. So do you guys have your first build or your most memorable build that really, took the cake? Was it more challenging? Was it fun? Let's talk about it.
I stopped building. I build, but I don't. But I was real big on it in like Sims 1 and 2 because everything was new and fresh and I was young and happy. And then I slowly realized that I can't put stairs in things. Like I would make like 2 floors of greatness and then I'd put like a stairs in something and they'd be like in the bedroom or in the bathroom, or they would not, like one time they would have been like in the house, like that. Like they went to some weird like ledge outside and I was like, this is not right.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I feel your pain there. I can make a square and I can make a rectangle and then slap a roof on that, but don't ask me to make anything more elaborate than that because, oh boy, just no.
So I'm the builder. I love building. The fun thing about Sims 4 is that it kind of opened up this new possibility with the gallery. Before I used to just, you know how in the tray, like in Sims 2 and 3, they just had a tray of all the different houses that you could choose from.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I used to just like pull a house from that tray or whatever, the ledge at the bottom, and then I would just remodel that house. Like sometimes I would build from scratch, but mostly I like to remodel. And now with the gallery, I'll just choose like, there's actually like fixer upper houses you can choose from, or like you can just do like a hashtag like bad house or something like that.
I found one of those for the Fixer Upper Challenge, and that was a lot of fun. Like it looks proper wrecked, just completely run down, and then you get to just put everything back together. That's a lot of fun. But you already have the building structure, so really you don't have to put down too many walls or floors or whatever. Just tidy it up and put some furniture in there. That I can do, but make me start with a foundation and I will just cry.
Like I think in Sims 3 I used to, like, because I couldn't do pools very well. Like I'm not good at making pools. Sorry, that's my printer and that is loud. I apologize. So I got really good at like making houses. Like I just made them all one story. Like no one had like my entire like neighborhoods are just 1-story houses. But I got really good at them. And then what I liked honestly about Sims 4 is how they have you just like grab a room, like an already done room, and you just like plop it down and plop a room down and plop a room down. And then I would go in there and like take the things out of the room I didn't like and put, because now the decorating part, I'm down for that. I love the decorating part. But so I'd use that a lot in Sims 4. If I'm going to make a house, I'll just like plop a room down and then plop a room down and then plop a room down.
I tried that, but sometimes I really have trouble getting those rooms to like fit and look like a house instead of just a collection of shapes.
An amalgam of rooms.
See, I was going to say, I never do the rooms.
Really?
Because one, it's like hard to find a room that you like. And two, like I've tried that before where I've just taken a bunch of rooms and it just looked like a bad quilt of rooms or something. It's just like, what is happening?
Now I fear for my rooms, y'all. Like, I mean, I thought my houses looked nice, but now I feel like they look like shit because you guys talk about how it looks like an amalgam of things. So thanks for ruining my self-esteem. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not crying.
I'm sure yours look really pretty.
I'm sure they look real. I'm sure they have great personalities.
It's just I've just never been able to get them to fit and like fit together in a shape that I like without it looking like a maze. I'm just like, it's probably me. It's definitely me.
Yeah, that's what I run into, especially if like the person puts the door in another spot. So you have to move that door, but then like you'd have to move a counter to like make the door work or something. You know what I mean? Like I always end up, even if I put the room there, I have to rearrange the entire room. And so it ends up taking me like twice as long.
You know what that reminds me of? Those sliding tile puzzles where you have to like move all those little tiles to get like the picture to fit. You have to like move one tile to get another tile in the right position. And that's what that feels like. You have to move the couch over here so that you can put the door over there. And now that window's on the inside looking straight into the bathroom, so I have to move it to another wall, but then I need to move that plant over there. And it's just, it's a faff. And sometimes I'm just like, I can't be bothered with this right now, so I'll just play. I'll just pick a house out of the gallery and I'll play. But sometimes I do really want to build, and I think build technique wise, Sims 3 might actually be my favorite.
Really?
Please don't.
No, honestly,
I will fight
the only
you.
reason why I like I love Sims 4, I do, but I miss the fact that like was it Sims 3 you can create your own neighborhood? Yeah,
Yep, the world builder. That was Sims 3.
because like I download a lot of people's builds, so shout out to all you people in the galleries who make your homes. I just steal them from you. But like some of like I don't have enough places in my worlds to put them, and if I want to make a whole world that's nothing but like skeezy bars and like crappy houses, I want to be able to do that, but I can't do that. I have to wait for them to make me another world, and that's just kind of annoying to me. Like that's what I did do, and my building was rearranging worlds. Like I was real big on like dropping different like residential lots and places and different shopping lots and places and rearranging the towns and stuff, and I don't really feel comfortable doing that in Sims 4. So there's that.
Yeah, because like with not Pleasant View, I've been playing a lot of Sims too. What is it called? The main neighborhood,
Newcrest.
Willow.
Willow Creek. Like Willow Creek has such a distinct style of a neighborhood. You know, like it's that very like American traditional like housing and buildings and stuff. So I always feel weird like if I try to put another building in Willow Creek because it just does not fit with the
Right.
aesthetic, you know? So it just looks kind of weird in there. So you have to like redo the entire neighborhood just to have it all somewhat harmonious and yeah.
No, I get it. Like that's one of the things I miss. Like I said, I play The Sims 4 pretty much regularly at this point, and I go back and forth try to play 2, but most of the time I play 4. But I'm just more like there are certain things that when I go back to 3, I forget that I missed them in 4, and that's one of them. I'm like I feel like it's I miss open worldness of it all, being able to like do what I got to do. So what about some rookie building mistakes, guys? Things that you have done that you were like, what did I do?
You forget the bathroom.
Oh no.
I've done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, although this was more specifically in The Sims 1 hot date where you could build your not residential but public lots. And I was like, I'm gonna build a restaurant. It's gonna be the best. So I made this really nice kitchen, really fancy floor. It looked fantastic. I exited, saved, started my family, sent them off, and then realized, oh, they have to pee. There's no bathroom. This is a problem. Because everybody started to leave because they had to pee and they couldn't go. And I was like, they're cutting short their dates. This is not what I wanted. So I had to go back and
Long dates.
yeah, just it was terrible. People were peeing all over themselves outside on the sidewalk. It's not conducive for a good restaurant
No, it
hygiene.
sounds horrible.
So yeah, rookie tip: always put in a bathroom.
I remember I did something similar to that, but I put in my house. You know how I think it's Sims 3 that had like the men and women doors? And I was like, that door is cute. And I put the door in there, but it was a man door. So my sim never went to the bathroom because she couldn't go into the bathroom. because gender issues. And I was like, oh, why won't you pee? Go pee, go pee. And she peed herself. I'm like, what the hell, dude? There's a door. I don't know why you won't pee. And then I finally realized it's because the door had the dude on it. And I was like, damn it, Vanity.
I didn't when I saw those doors, I didn't even realize that that was a thing.
Because they're community lot doors. They're for like men and women bathrooms,
Yeah.
but you can use them in your home. Or hell, I did. I don't know how that happened, but they won't go into the bathroom if it's not their gender. The more you know.
I hate that. Like, I literally, on all of the residential, or not residential, community lots, I will literally take out those doors and put in just two regular doors, because when I'm playing, I don't want to have to go look at the door to see where should. No, I just want to click the toilet and be like, go to the bathroom, figure it out. Because that's so annoying, because they never just go to the bathroom by themselves. You have to like handhold them. So I always change out those doors. That's like the first thing I do when I'm like doing a new neighborhood or something.
Dude, my houses or their bathrooms don't even have doors anymore. They have the little arches, and I'm like, who cares? Just go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm weird about that. Like, I'll put that skinny small window in the bathroom and like a private door, and like I won't put any of the window doors in the bedrooms, only in like the office or the living room or dining room or something. Like, I always keep things like up to code, like, oh, the parents aren't going to want a huge like open window into their bedrooms.
I got sad because I really love bay windows, and I was like, "Oh, look at the bay windows! This is so great!" And then, but you can't sit on them, so makes my life trash. Like, why can't you sit on them?
That would be cool.
They had the bay
True.
windows.
You do have that one in The Sims 4 now, right?
But I don't think they sit on them. But I don't know.
But in The Sims 4, that came with the Pets expansion.
Oh yeah. They do. They can sit on. I do.
Yeah.
They do have those. They sit on them.
Wait, they
it's not
can't?
a bay window per se. It's like a seat that looks like a bay window, but it's not in the window.
Oh,
Yeah. You have to build the actual like the wall shape, and then
you have to like build it and then you create it. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of expansion packs, i.e., the pets one, like one of the things that I had to learn how to do is when I got a new expansion pack, when I went into buy mode or build mode, I had to like just put that pack on to see what was new, because if not, I feel like there are some things I never found because I didn't know that I didn't see them. I think now they like highlight them a little bit. They know that they're new, but I just go in and I like click the button and I'm like, all right, these are the new stuff. Do I want any of this crap? Usually it's no.
They do highlight them when it's new, like they have that golden border and like the star over it, but once you've actually used it, that goes away. So for me, I had that trouble in Seasons because I had to like legitimately look for stuff by filtering on pack, because I couldn't find any of the objects under the categories, like all of the like some of the specific holiday stuff. Couldn't find it. The holiday decoration box thing, couldn't find it. I still don't know. I have the laundry stuff pack. Still don't know what the laundry, like the washing machine and the dryer are under.
They're in the kitchen. I think they're in the kitchen under appliances, which is stupid. But no, the bathroom or the kitchen, one of the two. It's a really random spot where they are, but it's the bathroom. I think it's the bathroom. Correct me if I'm wrong, people and fellow simmers, but I'm pretty sure it's the bathroom. Because that's where the laundry basket is. So I think that's where the washer and dryer are. But I still don't know where the umbrella rack is without having to like actually like click umbrella rack, like type it in.
Can't find that either.
No idea. I just type it in because Carl told me to.
It was actually easier for me to find something in The Sims 3 where I had so much like not really custom content, but like store content and pack content, to the point where it just takes ages to load. I could still find something easier there than I can now in The Sims 4, which kind of annoys me.
Whatever.
I'll find it eventually. It's just
I type it in if I really want it, but I love the little stackable washers and dryers in Sims. I just thought it was so cute. I was like, it's like a little stackable washer and dryer. It's adorable.
That is handy. This is space.
Yeah, I do not have the laundry day pack because was it Sims 3 or 2 that had laundry? Maybe 3. And it is
To wash
so
their clothes.
annoying to me. I'm like, I hate laundry in real life. Yeah, like, no. Like, I'm not getting this. And it has like all the cute furniture and stuff. I'm like, no, I can't handle. I already have a husband that doesn't put clothes in a laundry basket, and clothes are literally taking over the entire world. Like, I do not need clothes in my Sims, you know?
Yeah, that's what I really hated, that they would change their, like, they change to go to work, and they do that in like the downstairs hallway where there was no laundry basket, so that there would be a pile of clothes there. Same with just like, getting out, if you got out of the rain and you were wet and you changed out of your clothes into something dry, boom, another pile of clothes. Like, you had to put a laundry basket in every room just to make sure that there weren't clothes everywhere.
And then you had to go and get them from every single room to
Yep.
go wash them.
Yep.
That was also annoying.
So
Yeah.
annoying.
And does the maid do laundry? Like, if you have a maid?
I want the butler, but I don't want to pay for luxury stuff because I'm lazy. Oh wait, no. I think I just paid for it because it was cheap. It was like $5. It was on sale. So I bought luxury stuff so I can have the butler because he exists only in that pack.
Yeah, I like the butler, except I feel like you have to almost like train him because like he'll be good for a while, but if you don't like praise him, he'll just kind of go off the rails and just stop doing things. You're like, wait, what?
That's funny.
It's like, dude, that's not what I pay you for. I remember the butlers in the, what was it? Which expansion was it in 3? Was it Nightlife?
Yes, 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 yes.
Was that the one? You had the celebrity system, and then you had your butler. I just hated that they had to live in your house and you had to like supply a bed for them. It's just like, I don't want to have to deal with you every day, all day, but I suppose that is kind of the point of a butler.
See, that's why Sims 3 got better. It had Broomhilda, and herself just sat in that broom closet.
I missed her. I loved her in The Sims 1. I was so happy when she came back.
Because that's literally like, I'm like, this is it. Like, you're going to sit in this broom closet. But she got stuck raking leaves during fall. Like, she didn't stop. Like, she raked leaves the entire seasons of fall. And I was like, girl, stop. So I built a fence around the leaves and I locked her out so that she wouldn't rake the leaves forever. That is one thing I am good at, though. I'm great at building gardens.
Oh, okay. I cannot build a garden to save my life. I just get too overwhelmed.
I'm super good at that. Like, I love making gardens because all my Sims usually are garden Sims. So like, I am forever like making really cool like outside lighting and like making it big and have all the trees back here. And I have my garden set up by like what it is, like all the fungus are over here, like mushrooms and stuff, and my fruits are here, my vegetables are here, my trees are in the back. Like, I love gardens. I don't like I'm not a huge fan of the little garden square thingies that they have in Sims 4
Yeah, I have
because
mixed
I
feelings
feel
about
like
that.
it limits me a little bit, but that's just my life.
Yeah, I miss being able to just plant straight in the ground. Like in The Sims 3, you could make the most amazing gardens that way. And now it's just, you have these wooden squares there in the middle of your garden. I mean, for some things they are pretty cool, but most of the time I really don't like them.
So, little fun fact: the original Sims only had 150 pieces of furniture in it, and like architectural, like 100 like things you can like put in your thing. That's it. Only 150 pieces. No basements, no foundations, none of that crap. You just have some furniture, have some wallpaper. Like, I didn't realize how base it was, but because everybody had twin beds in my Sims 1, because I had 8 people in my house. But
150.
yeah, that's
That's
it.
crazy.
So then Sims 2, you were able to create up to 5 floors as opposed to just Sims 1, you can only make 1 floor. And then now it's even more. Now you can recolor stuff. Do you remember the lovely little pattern wheel thingy whenever you made something and you can like just randomize it to change the colors of stuff?
Yes, the create style tool.
I miss that.
I was really upset when I heard that they were leaving it out of The Sims 4, because that was one of the greatest things to come out of Sims 3, because you could do everything with that. If you wanted a house completely in camo, you could do that. If you wanted a house just completely pink, you could do that. Animal print everywhere. If you wanted your dress to match your goddamn carpet, you could do that. You know, you could put down a chair and go, oh, I don't like that shade of the shade of brown on that wooden chair. It just needs to be a little bit darker to really match my kitchen. Just do it. You just made it a little bit darker, but now you have to coordinate your furniture again, and you're limited because you only have so many styles of the same piece of furniture. And if it doesn't have the style that you have in your head, it can really kind of break the experience for me because I'm like, I have this picture of a room in my head that I want, but I can't do it because they only have that chair in blue and not in pink. Just saying.
That's my least favorite thing is like I loved being able to take the wood from the cabinets and put it on the table and chairs or,
Yes.
so it was a cohesive kitchen. And I would still have like elements of color, but having the base wood be all the same color, it just is so much better, like in my opinion, because now I'll have like I basically just always do white counters or like that blue from the vampire pack, the blue with the like kind of cream top, because it's just such a different color that it won't matter what table I use. Like that's what I usually end up doing, or like black countertops. But I loved being able to have like the matching wood, and it just it was like so much better. And then like you would take that into the living room, and like the table you'd put the TV on would be the same wood too. Just more cohesive. Ugh.
What always really tickled me was that I could make my curtains match the fabric of my chair. That always made me so happy.
It's the little things, right?
I mean, it shows that you sort of have like that personal touch. Like maybe she made those curtains and she had some, leftover scraps of fabric and she made matching cushions for her chairs. It just has that personal touch to it that I really, really enjoyed. And I can't do that. Now it's all flat pack furniture.
That's hilariously cute. Like, I didn't get that detailed into it. Like, I was like, look, I want to make this. This is going to look super cute. Called it. But all my kitchens ended up looking the same. I'd use the same, like, brown. It was like these, I think it was Sims 3, and it was a brown counter with, like, the, like, white flower kind of, like, glass, like, doors or whatever. Something like that. And then it had like the matching floating cabinets for the top that you can't really use. I wish you could use those. Like all the floating cabinets. I'm like, why can't I use them?
I know, that's so weird. Like, shouldn't we be able to like store things in the cabinets?
Right.
That would be handy. You remember in The Sims 2, there was I think it was the apartment expansion. No, it was in Sims 2 Seasons. They had a sewing machine, and you could make things to add to your interior. That was like curtains or a quilt you could put on the wall, and that's also something I thought was really clever at the time because you can make your own curtains.
Was that hobbies?
It wasn't free time. It wasn't free time.
Oh, free time,
Yup.
not hobbies. Yeah, free time.
There was something with seasons in it though, but I can't remember what. I think it had something to do with the season. Can't remember. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll post it on Twitter or something. But it was definitely in free time because that was the thing with all the hobbies. You can make like pot holders and quilts, goddamn curtains, and teddy bears. So many teddy bears. Oh, I love
Yeah, because curtains in Sims 2 are like a joke. There was like 5 options.
and all of them went from sad to please no. So yeah, it was nice to have some extra stuff there because you had like floor length ones and double wides and I want to play Sims 2 now.
Well, recently, EA. No, I don't know if everyone knows about this, but there was an option to get Sims 2 for free on your Origin account. If you like wrote customer service about an issue or if you proved that you owned it, but they're actually disallowing that. I don't know if it's probably going to be happened by the time this podcast gets posted.
Yeah, people were sad about it. And
Yeah, that's how I didn't even know it was a thing.
I would love to have done that, but I can't prove that I own Sims 2 because I don't have it anymore. So I'm like, how do I prove it if I don't have it? So I was like, I guess I can't do that. But I think people were not abusing it because you had to have proof for it. But I think people were like, just the demand for it probably got bigger than they thought it was. And they're like, oh no.
Yeah, because how expensive is Sims 2 for them to send to us for free? I mean, they can't be making any money off of Sims 2.
Well,
So
I don't think they're probably sending it as like a direct download, so it probably wasn't like a big.
No, they just enabled it on your Origin account.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I got it. Because I don't know, I think it was a problem with the serial code or whatever, and I contacted customer service, or I couldn't get it to install anymore because Origin was the thing. And then they were like, "Yeah, just send us a picture of the discs with like a post-it note on it with today's date or something." It kind of felt like a hostage situation or something, but just take a picture with today's newspaper. And then they were like, "Yep, you now have the Ultimate Collection enabled on your Origin account." It's like, cool, okay. I think that was one of the few positive experiences I had with EA customer service, but that was real good. But yeah, I heard that they were ending that. They probably realized that there was quite a large demand for it, and maybe they decided maybe it'd be easier to just release this, like re-release this as a buyable game.
I honestly think that's what they're going to do. They're probably going to re-release it, and you can get it for like $20. You can get the Ultimate Collection for like $20 because they're realizing the demand is so high that they're like, "Oh, we can make some money off of this."
And if EA can make some money, oh boy.
So let's talk for a minute about the cheats that you can do in build mode. Like, what is it? The ones for Sims 4 where you can basically buy debug, so that you can like basically have everything, even if it was.
That was Sims 3, though.
It's also in Sims 4.
Is that? I thought that was unlock all something something.
show hidden objects. I think
I thought that was Sims 3. See, now I don't know. I thought Sims 3 was show hidden objects, and then Sims 4 was buy debug, but
No, by debug is definitely Sims 3.
I don't even know anymore. One way or the other, both of those options allowed you to go in and like see all of the things that I'd say my Sims and Sims 1 used to just eat pizza all the time because they didn't have any money. Well, then you can just put pizza in their house because pizza showed up in your build mode.
I loved it in Sims 3. You could, instead of growing your plants and like building your garden bit by bit, you could just buy the plants from Buy Debug and then just plop them down in whatever order you wanted them. Buy them and make an amazing vegetable garden or an orchard or whatever, which was handy. You could also buy the cameras without actually having to go to like France and Egypt and all that stuff. So if you didn't want to go abroad, you could still have the photography career because you didn't have to go anywhere to buy the camera.
I remember the big thing for me that I was like, I want to do the challenge where you go and you collect, you get all of the I think I completed it once, and I think it was Sims 3 that I completed a challenge, like the culinary challenge where you had to like, because you're like, oh, so and so wants you to bake them 16 cheesecakes at excellent quality, so you had to like make the cheesecakes and put them in your inventory and like deliver them to so and so or whatever.
Yes.
And then you would get, now you are this, whatever. So I wanted to do the challenges to get I think it's like a cheese plant, something like that.
Oh, the Omni plant.
Yes.
That one. Yeah, you had to get like 20 harvestables of perfect quality or something, and then you got the Omni plant where you could literally grow sausages.
Yes. So I wanted to do that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I can't, like in Sims 4, like I could not find certain seeds to save my life. Like I'm like, where the fuck is the carrot? I don't want to look at this anymore. So to plant it, and then, so I just like cheated and got the things. And then I got real mad because I went to the little seller in one of the little like festivals. And I was like, you can buy a produce. I'm like, okay, cool. And he was selling carrots. And I was like, fuck you. I searched high and low for this damn carrot and you were just selling it outside of my house this whole time. I hate you.
I always do that. I always go to that little, even if I'm not playing a sim downtown, I will go to that stall and just get a ton of the fruits and all the vegetables in that stall and just like plant some and eat some. And oh yeah, I love it.
I'm really happy with that now because you can just buy, if you want a specific gender for your sim when they have their kid. I think it's strawberries for girls. I don't know what it is for boys. Apples.
I don't know if it's in Sims 4 as well, actually.
I thought it was just in 3. I don't know. Because for girls in Sims 3 it was watermelons, but now in 4 it's strawberries. So you can just, instead of having to grow them or whatever, just go buy them. You just fill up your inventory with strawberries and make her shove them down just so you can have a girl.
It's strawberries and pop music for a girl. They have to listen to pop music. And I think it's apples and maybe is it rock music or alternative? I think it's alternative music, actually.
So we've discussed my disdain for children in The Sims, but I made a house, or didn't make, I moved a person into the house and everything was fine. And I never, ever paid attention to the house traits. And it's on a ley line. I was like, oh, so she she wanted to have a kid so bad. And I was like, screw it. Woohoo with your boyfriend. You'll have a kid. You'll be a proud single mom, do you, girl. You don't need no man. So all that's great and fine and dandy until she pops out twins. And I was like, fuck. So that made her marry her dude. I'm like, I'm not doing this by myself.
Now I have to.
Get your ass in this house. You were raising these twins.
I was gonna do one, but not two. But then the problem with it was the house she lived in only had one extra room. And I guess because I come from a family where there's two of us, I don't feel like my kids should share rooms. So I had to figure out how to like deconstruct this house to build it back to make another room because there wasn't any room for it because it was a pre-made house, one of the like little just pre-made ones. So I couldn't figure out how to put that extra room in there. So I basically like gutted the entire house to make an extra room. And that's my building right there. Like I was like, all because I didn't know. I just like they could have bunk beds. Nope, this is not Step Brothers. You're not gonna have bunk beds. So yeah, it was bad. And it was I had downloaded this house from the gallery and I thought it said it had 3 bedrooms, but it only had 2, and I was like, shit. So I ruined this beautiful house from the gallery by trying to make because she had 2 kids. But then it sucks because when she had 2 kids, she's bouncing back from room to room like they're babies because I had kept them in separate rooms because I'm a masochist. So, as you do.
I put the babies like in the hallway or like in the living room. I don't even pretend to give them their own rooms until they're toddlers because, yeah, they just stay in the cradle. And not having my people like run across the house. So yeah, I always put the cradle like in the living room or in a hallway. That way it's always accessible to everybody.
I love that you put them in the hallway.
Like no shame. Especially because I'll be honest, I totally gave up on it, but I was doing the 100 baby challenge. And the hardest thing about the 100 baby challenge,
bless your soul.
You can't use cheats. So half my kids got taken away, and I was totally cheating because I was still counting.
Do they still count?
No, they don't. Like in the official rules, it doesn't count, but I was counting it in my head. So I'm like, okay, if I actually finish this, I'll just count all of the freaking like 15 babies that got taken away. But the hardest thing about it, besides that, was so you can't use cheats, right? So I would start with a really small house and slowly build my way up. But I would have to remodel the house like every time she got pregnant so I'd have to do like a room for the babies, a room for the toddler, a room for the teens. But then once they all grew up, I would have a different amount of teens and toddlers. It just got way too complicated. I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Oh my God.
But I did get to the 2nd generation, so I was pretty proud about that.
I mean, that's better than me. So
it was very difficult.
That's good because you learn how to build creatively. You use the tools at your disposal to solve your problems.
Yeah, because you can't money cheat. So it's not like you can just throw this huge room and put whatever you want in there. It's like these giant empty rooms with like 6 beds in it. You have to fit as many beds as you can in the space that you can actually afford. It was just it's kind of a little intense for me. Oh, and editors know, our editor let us know it is not apples to get boys. So if you're playing right now, sorry, it is actually carrots to get boys.
Oh, okay, so carrots for boys.
Thanks, Melissa. So, can we take a moment and can we step back, go to the lovely world of Sims 4, talk about the other crappy part of this life, roofs. Mother trucking roofs on mother trucking.
No,
I can't.
No.
oh, am I bringing up painful? I feel like your painful memories are happening now. You're having like, no, Ava, no.
I'm having flashbacks.
Why do they suck so bad?
Look, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. One of the reasons why I don't do elaborate like house builds as well is because I never know how to put a goddamn roof on them. Like I do want something more than just a square or a rectangle, but I never know how to slap a roof on them without having like the pieces sticking out, like having one roof stick out of the other. Roofs make me sad.
I love doing roofs. It's like a puzzle. You have to, well, one, like you have to think simple is best with roofs. Like you have to think, okay, I'm not going to make these weird, like those circle roofs that they have. I like never use that unless it's a dome. Like I love glass roofs. I love that they added that. And I'll try to add like a dome sometimes just to be like funny. I don't know. But roofs, I don't know. Like you just have to think about how a real house roof looks and then make that on The Sims. I don't know. That's how I think about it. I'm like, does this look like a real roof? Yeah, it does. Okay. That's about all the thought I put into it.
Roofs, like I didn't have a problem with them at any other time, but like Sims 4, I guess they tried to get real fancy with their life, and then once I found out that you can have glass roofs, I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. And then I realized, because I like really quickly, like I went online and I found like a very simple like blueprint for a house. And I was like, I'm going to make this house and I'm going to have a glass roof across the whole entire thing. So I sat myself down and I was like, I'm doing this. And I made the house and I made the rooms and everything else, got to the roof, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this not working? Like, I'm supposed to stretch it. Now there's no top. Like, and I cried a little bit.
Yeah, it like shows. Yeah.
I actually had a similar I'm gonna do this moment where I was like, right, I've had these glass roofs since they came out. I've never used them before because they terrify me, but I'm gonna do it. And I made like a little sort of like little greenhouse porch thing that was attached to the house, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put a glass roof on there, and it's gonna look great. Until I realized, hey, it's winter. There's snow on the roof. So I can't see what it looks like because it's covered in snow.
Oh, that's funny.
So now I'm still waiting for it to become spring, so the roof will get off my. So the roof will be free of snow, and I can actually see what it looks like.
I think like if they had just made an auto roof, I feel like almost every Sims game had the auto roof function, and this doesn't have it, and that's what makes it more frustrating, is that you have to build a roof. Like you can't just click auto roof and have it.
No, you can't tell me what to do, Maxis.
Yeah. Cool. So roofs, glass roofs. That brings us to a new update that we heard about from The Sims 4. So I don't know if you guys have heard yet, but there is a new update coming, and I believe it's announced like November 10th or so, or like beginning of November. But they're adding terrain tools to Sims 4, which why wasn't this in the original Sims 4? I don't know.
Right, because wasn't that in Sims like 2? Wasn't it terrain tools in like all of them?
All of them except for one. But yeah, it's a very common thing that they just took away for some reason.
But it was the same with pools, right? We started out without pools. I remember the outrage. Like every time something got posted on the official Sims Facebook page, people were like, "Give us pools, pools and toddlers."
It's like, why do we not have toddlers?
Take away
Toddlers
our
and pools.
You take away our toddlers. You take away our creative style duel. What do we have left?
Tears and sadness.
Yeah, pretty much.
So weird why they release things so much later.
Yeah, apparently for the pools it was because they couldn't get the physics to work or something. It looked weird. The swimming, they didn't really get it quite right. But fortunately, they gave it to us as a free update, because I think if they had slapped it on a pack or something and made us pay for it, the fandom actually would have revolted.
Oh yeah.
Torches and pitchforks.
So is it time for our news break? Can I do it? All right. Hey guys, it's time for a news break. Okay, so news. What's new in the world of, The Sims? Of course, we all know we're going to get famous. We're going to get famous. I'm so excited I can pee myself. I cannot freaking wait. I missed the celebrity track so much. I missed the paparazzi. I missed it all.
I know. Oh, it's going to be something like the reputation stuff. I love making a really big famous celebrity person and then having a huge scandal. Oh, that's my favorite thing to do.
Same. I'm so ready for this. When I saw that trailer, I watched it 4 times. I was like, it's going to be great. Only thing I'm missing is something that, guys, we're not going to get it. No cars.
No cars.
There's still no mother trucking cars. Ugh. There are no driveways. There's none of that mess. None of that.
And they teased it. So if you guys have seen the trailer yet, and a lot of the shots are definitely in one of the shots, there's a limo sitting outside of like celebrity, I think it was like a movie theater or something. And so everyone, of course, is like, wait, what? Like, is that why this update is so big? Because they're adding cars? No. So I want to know, what are they adding? Like, why are they totally what is going to be in this update? Besides, I guess the terrain tools, is that going to
I'm
completely?
guessing the terrain tools, that looks like a pretty big update thing, because you're going to be messing with like levels of the neighborhood. Basically, you're going to be adding stuff on top. And no, I just think it has a very big influence on the environment, so that might be why they're still trying. I mean, it took them ages to get pools right, and that's sort of like in the ground. So I think basements came later as well. So now that we're adding stuff on top, like multiple levels, that might be why it's so big.
Definitely. And the foundations too, we're going to be able to adjust foundations. So, yeah, okay, that
Finally.
could be a thing. Finally, right? I hate that when you have your fence like on a foundation. It's like, why? What?
It just kills me inside whenever I see it.
Hopefully they fix kind of like, because I've noticed that my game has been lagging like a mofo. Like I'll be like, go do this, Sim, and they just stand there for like 8 hours, and you're just like,
Oh, that's so
why are
annoying.
you moving? So I think they're gonna fix some of the bugs as well. And that'll be so that patch comes out what, November, right?
Yeah. I think November 16th, the Get Famous pack comes out.
Yes, I think the patch comes out before Get Famous.
Yes.
Thank God, because no one needs to have both of these come out at the same time because you never play your game. But I kind of wish, like, I hope when they patch this, they're patching things that they already know they're gonna like not be so compatible with Get Famous. So then when you download Get Famous, it won't be shitty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it won't be like laggy.
And since so many people have script mods with different career tracks and stuff like that, I do understand why they're kind of taking that away to make sure that the superstar job gets done correctly. And I think they're doing the new fashion job. So that makes sense, but they're kind of like pulling that from everyone. Like, hey, we kind of want to take control of this again, basically.
Which is another healthy reminder. Get your mods together.
Yeah, definitely.
Take the mods out. And that's the other trick for you guys if you don't know or you're recently getting into mods and CC. The CC is fine. So if you have like cute clothes and cute hairstyles, that's fine. It's only the actual script mods. So if you have MCC, I think it's MCCC command, whatever that one is, Wicked Whims. If you have those types of script mods, those needs to get taken out. And actually physically remove them from your mods folder before you update Origin. So like keep Origin closed, take the script mods out, and then update your Origin, or else it'll just get really screwed up.
Yeah.
And maybe, like me, turn off auto update. That's like the first thing I'm going to do right now.
Yes.
Because mine actually updates. I never remember that we have a patch until I open Origin and go, oh, The Sims 4 is updating. Oh, right, that's right. It's patch day.
That is your tip. Make sure you do that before. I mean, we're still early in October yet, so you're good with that. But be sure to do that. We don't want you to have a broken game, because I've done that before where I didn't take the script mods out and my game wouldn't even load. Like it was such a challenge. So easy fix there. But yeah, guys, that is the building episode. Of course, as you know, if you have a favorite thing about building, or if there is anything we did not touch on, please follow us on social media. Let us know. Also email us under the plumbobpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you're thinking about. Build, what your favorite thing is. You can also tag us or hashtag us under the Plumbob podcast on the gallery. If you have funny builds you want us to see or anything like that, put us in the hashtags so we can maybe talk about some of your guys' builds, or maybe download your guys' houses and play them for a little bit and let us know what you guys think.
Because I will.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I don't build my own houses. So
Yeah,
I would love
for
to
sure.
just have your houses. So do that.
Yeah, so if you want to vanity to see a beautiful garden you built, use that hashtag so we can see it and talk about it. But thank you guys so much for listening. This is so much fun.
It is.
We're loving this so far. We're only 2 episodes in with us three, Vanity, Ava, and I, but we really hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. And yeah, let us know what you're thinking. And exciting.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to all of our writers, all our researchers. You guys, again, are bomb awesome. So thank you for being you and for getting us all the facts that we need. Next episode, you'll hear from Team Llama. All of our social media will be in the tags, so you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. We have a website. It's all kinds of places. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. So now we go and head on back to the real world.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Badish. Dag dag.